Well, hello friends, Coach Bob with you today, and welcome to another Worship on Wheels. It's been a couple of weeks since I've done a Worship on Wheels. My daughter got married here recently, and it was a beautiful, beautiful wedding. Very small, very private within our home, with a lot of good close friends and family. It was really, really sweet. I hope things are going well for you. If not, be sure and, if you have any prayer requests, anything like that, be sure to share them down below. You've got my email, bob3coach@gmail.com. You can email prayer requests. I certainly won't be slack in praying for you. Even if I don't give you a big response to the email, does not mean that I won't be praying for you, because I will be. But the last couple of weeks have been a lot of fun. They've been beautiful, and now it's time to get started back. Not only with Worship on Wheels, which I'm running a little late with. Obviously, if you're getting this notification, this is one of the few that's coming out late on a Sunday. This is actually the day of, and I haven't reset my clock on my Spider yet, but it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday afternoon. So Coach Vic and I are home from church. We got home, made lunch, and then she is out looking around for things for the kids, and I told her I'm going to go do a Worship on Wheels. I'm just itching to do one, and so here we are. So the Bible verse of today is going to be out of the book of Colossians, chapter 4, verses 5 and 6. So here they are. Colossians chapter 4, verses 5 and 6. Conduct yourselves with wisdom towards outsiders, making the most of every opportunity. Let your speech always be with grace, as though seasoned with salt, so that you will know how you should respond to each person. All right, so there is a lot there, man. There is a lot there. Let's start talking about the wisdom part and making the most of every opportunity to people that don't know you. It's funny. I've often been accused of overthinking things by people that are really close to me, and I am prone to do that. I will say that. But the impression that, normally that I make on people, at least from what people tell me, because that's a blind spot for me, because I don't get to see myself. They see me, and then they respond, and they'll talk to me. I'm often asked, how did you learn all this? So where does this come from? This concept, this idea of discipline or self-denial or self-control, or those things, those concepts in life. I mean, they're nothing new. They're obviously nothing new. We've heard them since we were born, probably most of us. And so, but the in-depth analysis that I seem to have on these things, people ask me often where I got that from. And that wisdom, and that's what it is. It's not just learning. It's not just reading something. It's trying to take the concepts of the Bible and the concepts of leaders, of intelligent people, of people who are successful. And I'm not just talking about people who have made a lot of money. I don't define success that way. I'm talking about the people that are champions. That are champions not because of a dollar symbol. They're champions because of greatness, the greatness that lies within them. They may have even compromised or done bad things, but there was something inside of them. There was a wisdom in there that taught them how to survive and to do it properly. So through that wisdom, the first thing we have to do in order to have wisdom is we have to seek it. There's a Bible verse that says, "Seek and you shall find." That works on many psychological levels too. If you think the world is a terrible place full of nothing but bad people, I'm going to tell you, when you go out into the world and you look around, you know what you're going to see? You're going to see bad people. If you love people and you want to see goodness and beauty in the creation and all of those things, guess what? When you walk out the door, that's what you're going to see. So it not only works at the spiritual realm when we're looking for salvation through Christ, it also works in the physical realm of what we live and what we see every day. And that wisdom, we have to seek it. We have to look for it. It has to really be thought about. And then once we have it, then we can't be afraid to share it. But we can't share it in this hateful way. And that's why the next verse talks about sharing with grace and salt. Now, salt, as Christians, we know, we hear we're the salt of the earth. We're supposed to be salt and light. But often what we do, we think of salt as just the stinging part. We don't think of the healing part or the seasoning part that makes everything taste better with a little salt on it. It's always better with salt on it. That's why we have such a hypertension problem in this country, because salt is awesome. I love it. So we achieve this wisdom, and all of a sudden we want to impart it on people. That's a very dangerous thing. And I think that what we have to do, and this is a Coach Bobism, I believe that what we have to do is, if we have something to share, normally we need to wait until we are asked or until it's sought out by others. Share it. I've been told things by people that would be, we've all seen it, right? The old passive aggressive thing where somebody will say something nice, but it was never really intended to be nice. It was really a dagger, right? And then the next person would use the same exact phrase, the same words, but it'll be seasoned with grace and salt, and it'll find the perfect spot within your heart to be a healing balm for you. Something that will open your eyes to a new concept that will make you a better person. And that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to be that. We're not supposed to be creating the void with a dagger. We're supposed to be healing the void from the dagger. That's how people operate. That is the path to greatness, by the way. We all know that. We all know that. God put that within us. We all know that loving people and taking care of people is the best way to change someone's heart. It's not by beating them over the head and trying to make them think like you do. That's not what this is about. It never has been. Certainly not from the seat of this Can-Am Spider. Wise concepts like getting up in the morning, making your bed, the things that you can control in your life, to control them, so when the uncontrollable happens, that you at least have one or two small personal victories already in your day. Those things that young people need to hear that we don't teach them. We simply say, make your bed. We don't teach them the value in it. We need to teach people the value in things, young people in particular. As we get older, we often forget the value of it, and that's where these little Worship on Wheels to me are so sweet, because they're reminders, not just for you, but for me. I need these reminders. When I put these things together every week, I had a guy tell me, he goes, I get more out of your 10-minute Worship on Wheels than I do a 1-hour sermon. Man, first off, thank you. Thank you for saying that. I really do appreciate it. They change me too. They really do. I don't just, haphazardly do these things. I use these things because these are the things that God puts in my life. I've been dealing with some difficult situations with people. And when I say that, I don't mean that I'm arguing with them or fighting with them. I don't mean that at all. What I mean is I'm dealing with some folks in my life that are struggling. And as they struggle through their life, I want to love them and help them and give them the assistance that they need. And oftentimes, I don't know how to do it, because some of their problems they've created, right? And they're the only ones who can fix them. So what can I do? I can share them wisdom, I can share grace, and I can share salt, and I can love them. And that's all I can do. It doesn't mean that I can fix their problem or make it go away. I'm not a magician. I'm just a man who loves his family and loves his friends and wants to see them flourish in their life and do well, in good times and in bad. And I know that's exactly what you want to. We're called to be more. Because you know what? You Yes, you are loved, and so am I, and that is great news. It's great news. So do me a favor, get on that spider, get on that motorcycle, get in that car, whatever you're in. You go out and change the world. I'll see you on the road real soon.